Alright, hello everybody. Oh, sorry. Hey guys. So sorry I slept in a little bit, so we're kind of late today, just 6 minutes. It's not a big deal. But welcome to the stream. So this time we're going to be finishing the inventory system, and I'm going to mention the schedule for the streams for the rest of this week. So tomorrow morning I will not be streaming, but Thursday I will. And then Friday and Monday I won't be streaming either. But then the week after that I should be streaming at least 2 days that week. So I haven't been able to stream every single day like I wanted, of course, but I kind of knew I would be able to. Uh, so yeah, but that's fine. I get enough work done there, so it's good, and I get to do my other stuff as well that I want to do. Um, so yeah. By the way, I mentioned all the streaming schedules at the beginning of the stream, just so if people are watching it when it's DVR'd, they can see, um, all the stream schedule and everything, so they can watch the next streams. Okay, so hold on, I actually have to tweet out right now. This will just take a second. Oh no, why does Twitter count hashtags and links in the tweet length? That sucks. Okay, alright, there you go. So that's done. Okay, so yeah, I fixed a couple little bugs, more like the boring bugs that would be boring to fix on screen. So a couple database things, stuff like that. Also, I should be more awake this morning. I actually slept in, that's why I'm late. Uh, so yeah, I got almost 10 hours of sleep last night, so if I'm tired, then I don't know what's going on. Okay, so yeah, we had some issues uh, with the uneditable inventory and all that, and I'll show you guys what everything looks like. Oh, I have to log in again. Seems like whenever I reboot my computer, I need to log in again. That's what it seems like. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe something's going on there. I have to check into it. Okay, so the character displays, and as you can see, some of them are missing their clothes, and that's because I got the inventory kind of working. I put in an icon here. So you can move stuff. As you can see, it's a bit buggy. All this stuff moves a bit to the side, so there's an obvious Scene 2D glitch going on when we're removing the inventory slots, and then when we remove them and then we add them back in the update. But yeah, just see if you remove it here, it won't be displayed anymore, and you can add it back. So that's all working pretty well. Another bug I'm having is if you add to the cosmetics, it gets deleted when you log out, so that's not good. We should close that menu actually once something's clicked. Okay, and then if you go back here, you should be able to put it on. Alright, looking good. I want to try putting this in here and then logging out. I want to see what happens. It doesn't display, which is good. But is it still there? Yes, it is. If you put it in a different slot, let's just say here. Oops. Nice. Alright, so that's, whoops. So that's working. Kind of. I mean, we have this cosmetic inventory thing. I'll demonstrate it to you guys. So if I log out. Okay, well, something happened. And that bug's been happening. I really doubt that has to do with what we've added in, but it is there. Okay, so it's displaying it, but when we join, it seems like it deletes it. So it's just gone. I don't know what's going on there. So I'm guessing it has to do not with the player listing, but has to do with when you join the game. It seems like it's not taking the right cosmetic inventory, so it could either be super obvious to fix or super not obvious. Okay, so let's look for it. Okay, so get player data. Okay, here. Okay, so it seems to get the cosmetic inventory properly. It saves it to the player data. And then that gets sent to the player. It's just the... No, it's not the server. Oh, there you go. That was fairly easy to find. So basically, instead of passing the cosmetic, we were just passing the equipped here. There you go, that should fix it. I'm going to delete all the players again. Oops. Alright, let's log back in. Oh, we have to turn on the server. I didn't have to close the client there, but whatever. No. I think whenever I load up the game, or if I load up the server, that's what causes a lot of the frame drops, which kind of sucks. Oh, you want to download for Archipelago? Sorry, it's not really up yet. Like, you can see all the client code and everything on our GitHub. I guess I could post a link for that. Here, I'll put it in chat. But that's about it. You can't run the server yet because that's like private. We're keeping the server code to ourselves. I'm sorry, man. We have a lot of stuff we want to add before we release. We're gonna try to release in the next 4 weeks, probably. So we'll see. Don't worry, it's gonna be worth it. We have some stuff planned, and it won't take too long to add that stuff either, I don't think. This error, name must be set. I'm starting to think, I did some research into it yesterday, and I'm starting to think it's just LibGDX being a big baby with their JSON library. So yeah. Okay, so if you move that here like this, Let's keep that so you can see it. There's that response time too. Like it takes some time to update the player and stuff. Sorry about that. This is starting to annoy me. Alright, let's log out and log back in. See, this proves to me that it's resetting the shared preferences. Is that message only supposed to show up once when you first load up the client? Oh no, he's naked. No, it didn't work. Oh. I'm passing a new one here. I shouldn't be doing that. And then here I shouldn't be passing a new bank. Might as well add in the bank right away. So how do we convert a bank, an array to an array list? Alright, let's do that. That looks good. Can have that there. Alright, there you go. So we actually added the bank as well. Okay, now it should work for sure. I'm glad I tested it though before just assuming. It can be very easy just to assume that you did something and then it fixed the problem, but you have to test it just in case. Oh, thank you, man. I love my channel too. It's so nice to be able to talk to a bunch of people, and you guys are really nice as well too. I'm pretty happy with the channel that we have right now. We have a good community, it seems, and people like the videos. That's good, and people are also helping each other out a bit too. And nobody's being very negative or anything as well, so that's nice. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to generate a new player because that one is glitched. Oh yeah, Joe the man. Okay. I'm getting really excited to fix that. Oh, there you go, it's working. Getting really excited to fix this glitch where it moves. It's so annoying. There you go, okay. Yeah, it works. Alright, not too bad. Let's try to fix this glitch now. I'm not too sure exactly what we're gonna do. There's some scene 2D stuff that's maybe we should go in debug mode just to so we don't have to run the client a bunch of times and then get a bunch of drop frames. FPS was low there for a second. Okay, so that would be in inventory form. No, not that one. The client side one. I wonder if there's a way for the GDX to tell you if what package. Oh, I guess if you highlight over it, you can see it says Archipelago server and Archipelago client. But still, this will take some time. I wish there was more of another way to see what project it's from. Okay. So the error is in here. So we're removing all the inventory tables, then packing it. So in Scene 2D, packing is it just gets rid of all the unnecessary space and expands everything the way it needs to be, so everything's all good. And then we're adding them back in. Honestly, if this was working, I wouldn't be surprised if it worked, because this is a bit of a weird bug. Honestly, I have no idea what to do. So we're moving these things and then adding them back in. For some reason there's a padding there. Maybe if you put all of this in one table, it'll work a little better. Maybe we shouldn't pack here. Let's try that. So it should be updated now. I just want to make sure it's actually updating. I'm going to put a... Okay, yeah, it is. I don't know, maybe it's not a good idea to completely reload all the slots every time. Thinking maybe once we get the inventory, we can fill in each slot with the new items. Let's just do it that way. I think it's better practice anyways. Like, if we're doing the bank inventory, of course the slots are going to be dynamic, so we're going to have to figure something else out there. But we're not doing the bank right now. I don't even know if we're going to have it out in this update. Probably not. Or maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so let's add all these things in. So these things will go after. I think we should have them in an array as well, not just in a table. So on the update, then we can update these. Oh. I'll just terminate it. Then the size of the inventory, so that is, no, I'm not going to hard code it, of course. Do I say it in here? No. There. Get it from here. Okay. Then we're going to add, sorry. And for the items to start out with, we'll just make them null. Main inventory, that's good. Okay, add it. We need to create the row length variable here. If you guys remember, this is for doing new rows in the inventory so that the rows are 5 slots each. Here, I'll be right back. Alright, and can't forget to turn off the BR back thing. Okay, so this should be good. Let's add in the crypto. Okay, the error is on here. You can basically just copy this. And this is practically almost the exact same thing. No, let's copy the cosmetic. Save us a lot of time. Null. Okay. Now we need to actually add in the tables. Forgot to write those commands in. Okay. And then now here this is going to be a bit different, so we're not going to need this. We're going to need that. We can remove that, we can remove all this. We can remove all that. Okay, we're going to need a set item method in here. Okay. And then basically we just do main inventory slots I dot set item main inventory I. There you go. Easy, easy. Okay, this should work, I think. So let's run it. It also makes more sense to do it this way as well, instead of completely removing all the slots from the UI and then adding them back in. This just makes more sense. Yay! Null. Okay. Okay, we don't need this. But what is null here? Is it this? Oh, because we're not actually setting them yet. Hey. So what we need to do is main inventory slots I is equal to inventory slot. And we basically do that for all of them. Oh, yeah. Alright, looking good, looking good. One thing I don't like though, I wish it was more drag and drop. Or at least if you click on it, the item should stick with your mouse. Uh-oh. Something's not working here. What if we close it and open it back up? Does it work now? Yeah. Oh, okay, it has to do with the logic. Because just say if you click here, it's going to glitch it out and then you, oops. Or like just say you click there. Yeah, then you have to click somewhere blank again. Yeah. It's not perfect. So yeah, we'd have to fix that. Sure, let's just do that. So let's make it so the item sticks with your mouse once you've clicked on something. And then once you click on something again, it'll move it back there. Yeah, that shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so we're going to need a mouse move event in here. Actually, we don't even need this. we can just render the item at the inventory slot. Not the mouse position. Okay, so item in hand. So this would be the item that is being held by the mouse in a sense. Okay, so we don't need the touch up event anymore. We're going to change this to click. We'll remove this. This will be click. And we're going to pass an item in here. And we're also going to remove the item from the slot. Okay, it's requiring it to be final, I think, right? I think if you do this dot item, it should work. Okay, because it doesn't belong to this. Here, add this underscore. I mean, it's a solution, right? It had to be a different name than the one that was there before. Oh, okay. It looked like the stream went offline for a little bit there. It could be my internet crashed. It happens ever so often. I have no idea why, but hey. But we're back, it seems. I don't know how long the stream went offline. Okay. Oh no, I probably won't be able to get exactly 3 hours anymore. Okay, and then this will need to be changed. Okay, yeah, so this, get rid of this. Okay, so we need to keep the slot down stuff. And change this to if item is equal to null. Item gets set to item. Item in hand, that's what we called it. Let's move this here. Okay, so this is checking if it's the current slot. But if it is, we don't want to call a move event. We just want to place back the item in that slot where it belongs. So we can let's put these in an array. So it'll be an embedded array. Collections, right? So this will allow us to keep track of the different inventories, but based on an index. Hold on a second. I don't think I can do that because it's different lengths. Let's just make this a list. Okay, and I think that, let's see here, bank is 0, is 1. Okay, it's public, that's why it's not giving an error. Okay. So this is a bit sketchy, but we're gonna have to add in a fake one as a placeholder for bank. So okay, so placeholder for bank inventory. Okay. Alright, then now in here we can get the inventory. So inventory slot collections .get. Then we use the inventory num. No, this is not very professional. Let's use a hash map. If anybody's watching, do you mind commenting how long the stream was offline for? Doesn't seem like it was too long, but still something. Get inventory down. I spend so much time correcting spelling mistakes. Okay, then this is a list, so you do slot down dot set item in hand, and we're going to remove the item in hand. And these were okay here. I can move this here. Okay, now we need to actually display all that stuff. So public, is it draw? Yeah, draw. Okay, so we want to draw all of that stuff, and then after we want to draw the item. So draw. Let's have a width and height. So small. Okay, here you go. Okay, so the texture region will be item in hand. We're going to need to check and make sure it's not null after. Dot get type. Dot get icon. And it'll be drawn GDX dot input dot get touch. Where's the touch? No, just get X. Okay, and then what do we do for width and height here? Alright, there's all this crap here. Okay, so that's just the calculation for the width and the height. And we only want to draw it if it's not null. Alright, cool beans. Okay, let's see if this works. I thought I shut down the server for a second there. Oh yeah, there's this thing. Yeah, cool. Okay, we can fix that, no problem. This is inversed, so we just basically need to, oops, like that, and then that should work. I mean, it doesn't look super good. Maybe if we have some sort of offset, so depending on where it clicks in there, that's the offset it'll have with the mouse. I think that'll look a lot better. So that'll take a little bit of extra thinking. Jeez, my FPS is going all over the place. Okay, so that'll take a little bit extra thinking, but it's not too bad. So we're going to need an X offset. Let's do a float. just want to stick with what the event's doing here. Okay, so hold on a second here. Let's look into the documentation of clicked. I'm guessing that's the X and Y within the element. I have no idea. It doesn't say. So let's just pass those. If it completely doesn't work, then obviously there's something else going on. But if it does, then perfect. Okay, so we're going to need to store them here. And let's put all these in private. Okay, and then I'm guessing here we're going to have to subtract X offset and subtract Y offset. I mean, that should work. Let's go in debug mode just in case it doesn't, so we don't have to rerun it. Beautiful. Worked first shot. Oh. And what happens if we just click it back in here? Okay, something happens. Obviously no. Oh, there you go. Okay, so something happens here. I think maybe there's something wrong with our logic here. Okay, so if the slot's not the same, or the inventory is not the same, what if the slot's the same and the inventory is the same? Then it should do that other thing. Let's try it out here. Oh, we close the client, of course. Okay, so it is doing that. I mean, I have no idea what's going on. I mean, that shouldn't change anything. It just looks better. Okay, so we don't have access to. I don't know, man. To me, it seems like it should be working. Oh, maybe I need to redraw them or something. I don't know. I mean, how does that all work, anyways? Like if I place it and then I move, no. Thought maybe you would redraw all the stuff if you move it, but no. Doesn't seem like they have any optimization things like that, which isn't a big deal, really. Just disappears. Okay, so I understand why it comes back. But why is it not setting it? Like here. Oh. Wait. Maybe? Because this is being passed by reference. So it's being set to null. Do I have a clone method here? I'm going to need a way to clone items to add that in. Maybe this is what's happening, but oh yeah, I do. And then actually, I'd be surprised if this is actually the solution. No, I doubt it. Right, that's if the item is null. Uh, oh, I got it. All this handler stuff is being called beforehand. So then when it gets clicked, the item gets added, but then it gets set to null right after. So we can't do that. We need to and then we set to null here, and then here we do item to send. There we go. I can almost guarantee this will work. Oh yeah. Okay. I want to make it a little bit better. I want to set the inventory slot right away. So we can actually add this here. So this isn't even necessary. I want to play a little bit with the inventory as well, a couple little things. There you go. Before we kind of did this flashing thing because it would add it, but not really. But this looks a lot better. Okay, so what if I try to add something here? Okay, they get swapped as planned. If you do here, get swapped. Alright, cool. This is actually working really well. Okay, next couple things I want to do is I want to prevent the client from putting stuff in inventory slots where they don't belong. So that's going to actually require a lot more stuff, especially like backend and all that I haven't really considered yet. Also, I'm thinking of inverting all the slots like this. It makes more sense. You have your feet, your pants, your shirt. This would be like shoulder blades. This would be hat. Maybe even like this. Then here you'd have gloves. Yeah, shoulders, hat, pants, shoes, and then this is the regular equipped thing. So like your sword or whatever, or your weapon or anything you have equipped. Also, the hair disappeared here. I don't know what happened. He just went bald. Okay, because this is all in bad order. Right now, it needs to be drawn in this order for everything to be drawn correctly. So yeah, that's the thing. Another thing I want to add a little letter at the top to indicate what each one is. So I want to say like this is storage, this is equipped. I'm just going to do E and then a C. So let's just add that real quick and then we'll work on that other stuff after. Okay. So that'll be in here. So gonna have to add those keys in. I'll go over a little more of the scene 2D stuff, but col span basically makes it so this element can span several columns. So we're going to make it span 5, so it goes through the whole inventory length. But it's dynamic as well too, which is pretty cool. Okay, we need to add in these different things, so let's do that. Oh, getting a call. Okay, I think my mic volume just went down. Could it be? Oh, hey, how's it going? Sorry, I haven't paid attention to chat. How's it going, Max? What's up? I think that was okay like that. Honestly, I don't remember. Okay. If the mic volume is too low or something, just let me know. Okay, so we need to add in the language stuff. So UI. Storage. Okay. So storage. That's good. Equip tag, and that's cosmetic tag. This, we don't need the col span. Okay. Surprised I didn't think about that. Oh, and I kept adding it to the wrong table as well. That's another thing. I thought I just forgot to do the row command, so it goes to a new row. But there was more to it than just that. I keep forgetting the I in equipped whenever I write it. Okay, this should be good now. Alright, cool. Okay, so Maybe if we just invert these slots, at least the way they're displayed, I think that would be the trick. So yeah, let's do that. And then the sword would be at the top. So I was thinking of having an extra thing here, which would be like, you know, some like extra equipment. So you could have maybe ammo, or extra little bonus things, you know, that kind of thing. We'd put that here. Okay, so let's invert that to start out with. I'm really tired today. Even though I slept in. Like, I'm not really tired, I'm just kind of don't really feel like doing much. Yeah, I highly doubt we're going to start doing MongoDB today. I actually have quite a bit of stuff we still need to do that I kind of forgot about. Okay, we've been streaming for a little over an hour now. Okay, what was I gonna do again? Okay, yeah. The slots, right. Okay, so this is going to be... Okay. So we're inverting all of it. Okay, so it's going to be drawn in reverse order now, but I think we still need to make this in reverse order as well. No, maybe not. Let's just try. Okay. Okay, there you go. That worked. This thing is based on the player thing, so it lags behind a bit, which kind of sucks. I guess it's not too big of a deal, at least not for now. Okay, I just need to add that thing in real quick. It's a little annoying. We'll remove the main menu window. any button click. And then it's gone. Okay, but then this sort of ended up being going to the top. So what I'm thinking is moving the sword to another thing. So, well, not just sword, but any weapon. So we'd have a weapon, and then 2 ammo slots, and then we'd have 3 slots for like extra stuff. I think that's the way to go. Okay, let's add in. Let's do that first, and then afterwards we're going to add in the thing that prevents you from putting in slots you're not allowed to. That actually shouldn't be super hard. It's mostly just like JSON settings that we're gonna have to do and create some new settings. But yeah, here, I'll be right back. Okay, I actually got a little bit of a new idea. I want to test this out, make sure it still works. That was the other sign, I believe. I still haven't changed the sign since the devlog. Alright, and then once you're in, whoa. There you go, that unlocks. Nice. Okay, so my idea was, oh no, I wanted to show you in the game. Oh, I have to turn off the be right back thing. Okay. So I was thinking that you could have one slot that'll be like equipped weapon. Then we'll have a two slot section, which would be for ammo, and then we'll have the three slot section at the bottom for whatever else we want to have equipped. Uh, yeah, I think that works. I'm thinking maybe we would keep these 7 slots, and then one of the slots would be like that bonus thing that I had there. Well, it's not my idea, but it's in a lot of RPGs. Like you'd have a necklace or something that would give you some cool bonus. Yeah, maybe. I want it to be possible to use potions and stuff as well too, real quick. So I don't know how we do this. Let's draw it out. Okay, so you have your inventory. You have the character display. And then here it's equipped, cosmetic, and then you have your main inventory. So I was thinking of having one slot here for the weapon you want to have equipped, 2 slots here for ammo, and then you would have 3 slots. Oh, yeah. I have to learn how to mute Discord completely. I tried figuring it out, but I'm not sure. I think I might just have to completely end it. Okay, so you have 3 slots. For other stuff. So I was thinking, like we have those extra bonus stuff that will give you some interesting bonuses. Kind of permanently. Well, you can remove them, of course, but unlike a potion, where a potion just lasts a few minutes or something. But I also want to have something where you can quickly use like a potion or some kind of consumable or like food. So I was thinking maybe those 3 slots we can have that kind of stuff in there. So these would be reserved for potions. Oh gosh. That's so bad. I'm gonna do an apple here. Oh, this potion's so bad, I need to redraw it. I'm gonna do an early minor flask that looks more like it. Apples, or basically any other consumable. I don't know what else we can put. And then here would be your sword slot. And then here would be ammo. But of course not every weapon requires ammo. It's supposed to be an arrow. So not every weapon requires ammo, so that's okay. You can just keep stuff in there, or whatever you need. So these would be accessible using the number key. So like 1, 2, 3. And then on mobile, we'd probably have some shortcut buttons on the screen, so you can use those items. This is of course activated with X. And then we're going to need to have some sort of extra bonus stuff. We'll probably just shove it on top here. So that would be like your necklace and whatever. It wouldn't actually show visually on the character. It'll just be something that you kind of have equipped, but it gives you a bonus. And yeah, that's basically it. And let's draw a little guy here. Oh yeah, his arms are completely off center. Okay, so we'll save that. Alright, I like that. It looks good. So this would become 6 slots now. These. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's add in those different things. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on here. But basically, we're going to have to create a bunch of fixed inventories now. Oh, here, I'm just going to open up that that image, the beautiful image. I'll try not to block too much of this stuff here, so I can still see the chat. Okay, so fixed inventory. This would be like equipped. Equipped weapon. So even though there's only one item in this inventory, I still want to have it set as an inventory, just so we can handle all the, all the move events and stuff, or adding them or removing them, all that kind of stuff, and not have to recode basically all of it. This is not equipped. This is weapon inventory, consumables. weapon. Consumables, weapon. We'll just call it buffs, like the necklace and all that stuff. And then ammo. So we're adding a lot of stuff here. Okay, so how many inventories do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's kind of crazy if you think about it. 9 different inventories for all this stuff. But it works out. Okay, so we added 4. Weapon. I mean, we could have technically put everything in one inventory and then just manage stuff depending on the indexes and all that. But I mean, like, it's kind of nice to keep it all as separate different parts, and then you handle the logic depending on the different parts. I think maybe it's a bit better to do it that way. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to have to add them all in here. You'll see how this will all tie in the end. For actually being restricted to place stuff where you want to place it, I have a decent idea on how to do that. I think we'll be able to finish all this today. We're halfway done the stream, and it's really not that bad. Okay, so this dot weapon doesn't necessarily have to be a weapon. But whatever. I mean, yeah, I guess it is a weapon necessarily. We'll probably have, well, I guess like reviving and stuff like that isn't really weapons, it'll be something else. You'll have like magic abilities that you can equip, but that won't be items, so it'll be a different menu, I guess. So like just say you're a medic, you can heal and stuff like that. Okay. There's a couple little small things we're going to have to change. Okay, this will need to change. So the 9th equip slot is going to be the weapon. So display inventory 9 is equal to weapon. Oh yeah, I have to put it here. Like that. And I'll have to add it here, of course. Okay, so we're going to have to delete the players again from the database. I mean, once we actually have an update live, we might still need to delete some of the players from the database, but we're going to need to start looking for alternatives to just deleting, because it's, you know, we don't want to delete everyone's accounts, right? How's the audio, by the way? If someone can answer for that. I'd like to know if I messed something up before, because I think I might have turned down the volume or maybe turned it up, I'm not sure. I clicked on the audio button or OBS a little weirdly before. I think it changed the setting. Yeah, okay, so player data. We need to add all that new stuff. Oh yay, this can be fun. Also, I guess it's kind of a good idea to keep weapon as multiple stuff, just in case we want to enable having multiple weapons eventually. You never know, we might want that. And it doesn't really hurt to have all of it anyway. Or maybe the second thing in the weapon slot could be a tool. So, yeah, definitely it should be a tool. What's it complaining about? There you go. Okay, here I'm going to pull up the database thing here. So let's add all the new inventory slots. Yeah, I actually like that tool idea. Yeah, seriously, that constructor's getting huge. It's because my variable names are long. Oh crap, I want to add 4. Check my spelling a little bit, at least a little bit. Map and island. Okay, yeah, it's just the names of it, so that's fine. Okay. Okay, so now let's go into the backend to do the database manager. We need to start adding all this stuff back in. Yay! Okay, so this is for the player datas. Okay, so we need to add in weapon here. And we can basically just copy this. Okay, then here we need to add in all the other inventories. So we have weapon, inventory, we have consumables. Alright, now we need to store it in there. One, two, three, four. Okay, well, let's put them in. Oh yes, okay. In here we need to add all the getters for all that stuff. Get weapon, get Alt Shift S. What does that do? Yeah, what does Alt Shift S do? Is it to add getters? Oh yeah. I've used that before. I don't know why I don't do it anymore. Try Alt Shift S. Oh, nice. Yeah, I guess it's faster than that. I still wanted to have the names a little different than what it suggested, but yeah, it definitely is faster. Yeah, that's it. It's like with importing when I do Control Shift O. Like if ever I have any import issues, I just do that and usually it fixes it. It's awesome. Yeah, I guess I'll get into the habit for that. That helps a lot. Thank you. I used to do that thing where it'd say like, "Oh, this variable is never used. Do you want to generate getters and setters?" That's what I used to use, but I didn't know there was a shortcut for that. That's cool. Okay, so this needs to change. This goes to .get weapon. Okay. Oh. Alright, and then now we have to do this in update player. Anyways, at least I think this will be the last inventories we're creating. So it is long, but I think we're done with it once this is all done. It's really just a lot of copy pasting. Okay, and I think that's it. Alright, looking good. This here, yes, I knew there would be an error here. We need to pass well, there we go. Okay, what else is there to do? Honestly, I think it's kind of done. We need to obviously add in these inventories into the inventory form, and then we need to load them up on the client. But other than that, I think it's mostly done. Is the server shut down? No, shut it down. Right, we didn't do the bank. There's something else missing here, though. Oh yeah, of course, the uneditable one. Oh, and also we need to add in the player data the default inventory values. So we'll do that as well afterwards. Buffs, and I keep forgetting the different names. There's so many to remember right now. Well, 4 names, but still. Okay. Okay. So that's done. Now we need to. Is this the server? Yes, it is. I already got on the first shot. We need to initialize the different inventories here. Hold on a second there. Okay, let's add these different inventory sizes. Let's just do equip so you kind of know what we're talking about. I think 3 is a good length for consumables. Ammo, 2 is a good length. Weapon, we'll keep it at 2 as well. So the first weapon would be like the actual weapon you have equipped, and then the second one would be the tool that you're using. I mean, I don't even know if I want to have the tool in the inventory. Let's keep it at 1 for now. We'll figure this out when we actually add tools. Okay, and you need to add the buffs. Which is 3. Okay, so all these will be blank to start out with. Maybe we'll give like a stick or something as a default weapon eventually, but for now we'll just leave it at that. Okay. That's good. Let's copy this and put it in inventory form. Starting to get a lot of code in here now. There's going to be a lot going on, and for new players it might be a little confusing, so we might have to figure something out. But I think if we start getting like those silhouette icons like I was talking about behind the different item slots, it could be a lot more intuitive. So that'll definitely help for sure. One thing I find that's a bit annoying with game development is like coding tutorial kind of stuff into the game. So I don't know, maybe there's some kind of hover text. That would be good. Or maybe we can implement some kind of thing like that with our quick UI. So you can hover over different things and it'll tell you what you can do with that widget. Yeah, we should probably do that. Not now though, for sure. Okay. So we have the keys here. Let's get the other ones so you don't have all of them. Okay. Now we're going to need 4 new tables. This is going to be a lot of code, man. It's not really duplicates, but it's a lot of the same stuff. Okay, let's add some comments so we can kind of break all this stuff down a little more. So you can see a little bit more what everything does. So okay, we have the lengths. Okay, that's good. we don't need a label, so that'll save us some space. We don't need to inverse anything here. Actually, I have no idea what I was thinking, but I don't need to inverse main inventory at all. It was literally just for equipped and cosmetic. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, we didn't add these constants in yet. I commented that out since we're not going to actually need it, but it is there, so just to keep the kind of logic intact. So like the general flow of looking at the code. Oh well. Okay, I'm just going to add all the different stuff randomly right now, and then we'll focus on the order after. Okay, so that's weapon. Actually, let's remove this. We'll focus on all the ordering afterwards. And it's not going to call row. Consumables will be in order, so yeah. Let's do buffs. let's just add in ammo right away. Okay. What was that? Okay, all buffs. Ammo. We're almost there. After this, we just need to put them in update. Might have some bugs, like, especially when copy pasting so many things. Sometimes you forget to copy paste to change a couple little things. Okay. Okay, so let's figure out what the layout now. Okay, so these are the buffs, so the buffs are going to be added first. Then we have the character display. We don't want to row just yet. Gosh, this is going to be a bit annoying, I think, actually. Okay, we have to create a new table, it seems. Okay, so this table will be for all this stuff, and then they'll be added to the thing. So side table, no, side inventory. Yeah, it's called table, it makes more sense that way. Okay. Okay, so we add buffs, then we do row. Then we add character display, and we do row. This will call span 2. Well, you can't call span row. This will call span 2. Okay, then we add a weapon that we don't want to do row. We'll do row after because they're on the same row, these two, the weapon and no, not consumables. Here, I'm getting a call. I'll be right back. Alright, turns out it was nothing. Okay, yeah, so we have weapon, ammo, do new row, and then this call spans too. Okay, looking good. What is this complaining about here? Oh yeah, we're gonna use that now. Okay, so in update we need to actually add the items. Should probably just copy paste this stuff too. Okay, looking not too bad. Stream health seems pretty good right now, actually. Got about an hour left. I mean, let's just try it out. If there's bugs, I'll fix them, I guess, later maybe. I might actually end the stream early. I'm not really feeling it today. Still got quite a bit done though. Okay, so let's create a new player. Joe the dude. Oh, okay, there's an error. Index out of bounds. Oh, yeah, this. Alright, not too hard to fix. Let's run the server. Seems like sometimes the server is being registered more than once. Okay, index out of bounds. Yeah, this needs to be smaller now. So this becomes 6. This gets removed. This gets removed. So the player is probably actually added, so we need to remove him again. Oh, another call. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, but would this actually solve the issue though? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I think it should be good. Let's run the server again. I think the issue is that the server doesn't get removed properly. Oh boy. Index out of bounds. Well, what's going out of bounds exactly? Is it? Oh. Wait. Okay, we need to delete this player. He's causing issues right now. Okay. Now what is this error? Just more stupid JSON errors. Oh gosh, this is really buggy right now. Doesn't help we have two servers running either. I don't think the JSON thing likes it when we pass in objects directly in that don't have names, so like objects that are generated by methods. I think that's what it doesn't like. It doesn't make too much sense though. Okay, let's just rerun everything. I'll have to look into those bugs later. I don't want to fix that on stream. That's kind of boring. I'll do it on my own time. Yeah, there you go. It's working now. Maybe you have to do it with the client too or something, which isn't a good sign, but crashed. Okay, what's going on? Null pointer exception. Oh, because it... Why didn't we copy this code here? We need this. On all of them. Maybe the issue before was happening too because there was two servers going on. That might be it. Whoa, those things are tiny. Forgot to set the width and height. Is that the issue, really? here. It's because I rewrote this part of the loop here, and it wasn't a very good idea. I missed some details here. Now it should be good. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's just try to put stuff in different slots, see what happens. Yeah, see? There's this thing. If you put this here, this is the equipped weapon slot. So you can see it's there, but there's no animation for it. That's normal though. Alright, this is a little bit more encouraging. Still have 40 minutes left of the stream. I don't think I'll end early anymore, but what does it look like without that? Yeah, it's fine. Maybe we should add some more paddings eventually, but let's not do that now. That's more visual stuff. We can work on the visual after. Let's finish what we plan to do. Okay, so here is my idea for handling all this stuff. Okay, so items would have a equipped type property. So if it's -1, then it can't be equipped at all. So it can't go in these slots, these, or these. But it can go in here, and if it's consumable, it can go in here. So that's the idea with that. So if it's -1, you can't go in any of them. And then just say if it's 0, it can only go in the boot slots. If it's and in here, of course. If it's 1, it can only go in the pants. If it's 2, it can only go in shirt. You know, then so on and so forth. So there's gloves, there's shoulder pads, hat. Oh wait, so you have gloves, shirt, shoulder pad, hat. This is not supposed to be 7. I'll fix that after. Well, I'll fix it right now. It's supposed to be 6. Yeah, so gloves. Yeah, I'll go back to it. So 0 is boots, 1 is pants, 2 is gloves, 3 is shirt, 4 is shoulder pads, 5 is hat. Then anything in 6 can go in here. Anything in 7 can go in here. And then only stuff that's ammo goes in here, so that wouldn't be an equip slot. That would just be something like is ammo. Oh, maybe it can go in an equip slot. Yeah, why not? So that's the idea. So let's add that property in. I don't know if I did already. I have a feeling that I didn't, but I also have a feeling that I did. Like, I kind of remember thinking about this concept before. It's not the first time I've ever done it. I don't know if I implemented it or not. Okay, so here, these are the things I have. I have wearable, usable. So that's not exactly what we want. So yeah. So let's change this. Let's close all this stuff here. We don't really need that right now. Okay, so if we change stuff in here, it's going to cause errors everywhere. So let's do it. Int equip type -1 by default, so that means you can't equip it. Material is for crafting, so we're gonna leave that alone. int, no, not int, boolean consumable equip type for weapons is going to be static, so we'll leave that alone. Well, not static, but it's going to be in here. And what was the other one? Ammo, I guess we can have. I think that's a little hack you can do here. So if it's ammo, then automatically it's going to be consumable. If it's not ammo, it won't be consumable. But you can set consumable to true if it isn't ammo and you want it to still be consumable. So that might save us some time. Barely any, but whatever. Item names and item descriptions, I need to make that dynamic with the language. Do that another time. So let's just do all this. Let's save here. And we should be getting some errors. Really not a lot of errors actually. At least not yet. Okay, so this needs to change. So this will be equip type. Equip type. We're going to need usable actually. Oh wait, no, I talked about that already. We do not need it. Ammo. Okay. I'll have to look into adding some music to the stream for next time. This is a little boring. I can't even listen to music on my own. Well, actually I could mute sounds from here. If eventually we add sounds to Archipelago, it would be kind of boring though, so we'll do that then. But for the next few streams I can easily add some music for myself at least. Equip type, ammo. Consumable. No, here. Let's not do that shortcut. Because let's make ammo not consumable so that we can't put it in the consumable slot. Yeah, because you don't want to be able to put bullets in the consumable slot. Usable. So that's if equip equal to shirt. Okay, so gloves are rendered after shirt. So we're going to reverse that order then that we planned. Gloves, shoulder pads, and then that's hat. Alright, and then what were the other ones that we had? Usable. And buffs. I think that's it. Okay, and that's no longer an error. Alright, let's see our other errors now. We'll have to change it on the client side as well. The server is not throwing any errors right now. So that's okay. I thought it would throw more errors than that, to be honest, but it seems fine. Okay, and then this will be if equip type is not equal to no equip type. It's equal to -1. Let's add all these in here. Here we go. So if it's not equal to -1, then it's equipable. But that's an issue here, because if it's a buff, we don't want to render it on the player, but it's still technically equipable. So what we need to do is, instead of making buff one of the equip types, well, we also need to take into account like hair and face and stuff like that too. Yeah, okay, let's add hair, face, and body. And in here, along with ammo, we're going to put buff. No, not buff. Okay. What is it again? Yeah, we have usable, body, hair, face. This is actually basically the on the player here. So I'm thinking maybe we should just use that, like seriously. Let's keep that one. Okay, that's on the client. We don't have anything like that on the server, I don't think, so we should add it. Oh, we do, but it's completely outdated. Oh, okay. It's not that it's outdated, it's just... Let's just put them in here. Alright, looking good. So we have all the different things set up here. So this will tell us what slot what item is allowed to go into, and if it's set to -1, then they can't go in any of the equip slots. But they can go in some other ones depending on some other settings. So we need to actually add those settings in, not just on the client, not just on the server, but also the client, just so it's not laggy. So I think we're going to start out by adding it on the server, then testing with that, and then adding it on the client. But I have to go for a couple seconds. Oh, hey, I just said like a whole sentence and I forgot to unmute my mic. So yeah, let's finish this thing. We got like 15 minutes. I think we can do it. So basically, we just need to check a bunch of conditions. So I'm going to load up this thing again. Okay, so if they're moving from the same inventory, then it should be fine. We can assume that the stuff are in the proper proper category. So we don't have to do it there. This is okay. So from item. Okay, so we're going to need a bunch of if and else's here. Okay, so if to inventory is equal to weapon okay, sure. So if it's equal to weapon, we need to make sure that from type no. from item dot get type dot equip type. I'm not writing this code properly. Item type dot equip index usable. So if it's not equal to usable, then we return false. So like this move action was not possible because it's not in the right slot. Okay, let's do another one. To inventory is equal to ammo okay, and then in here we need to check if from item I get type. Oh yeah, there's one issue here. When we do this, we actually remove it from the slot, so we need to put it back in the slot. Okay. It's going to be a little bit of a pain, but that's fine. Dot ammo. Okay, so we need to check if it's ammo. If it's not, then return false. That's how we'll handle it. Okay, so ammo is done. Let's add buff. Go check if it's a buff. This is if it's not ammo. Need to add the buff thing here. Probably need to add it on client as well. Okay, there you go. If it's not a buff, then put it back where it belongs. Okay, so we have this done, we have this done, we have buff. Let's do consumables. And then we'll get on to the harder one, which is the equipped and cosmetic. I don't think it'll be that hard. If it's not consumable, then put it back where it came from. Okay. Now for these it'll be a little more complicated. So it's basically going to be in order from 0 to 6. But it's really not that much more complicated if you think about it. Two inventory is equal to this isn't even the full story. What do I call it? Equipped inventory. Or to inventory, because it's going to be the same logic for both equipped and cosmetic. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to add the client-side part today, but we can add the this part in. That'll work. Okay, so basically we need to check if from item dot get type dot equip type is not equal to toSlot. It's not all part of the same statement there. Okay, so the equip slot needs to match the toSlot. So the toSlot, just say it's 0, which means it's boots. So the toSlot is 0. That means the equip type needs to also be 0, so it needs to be boots. So that works. Since it's all the same index, it should all work together. Do I have the server running? No. Let's just try it right now. That's a weird error. I've never seen that before. Oh, it's looking for something. Player pick packet. This is really weird. Is there an error that's not telling me? Okay, because it has an item type data. Where's the player pick? Uh-huh. But I don't see why it's complaining though. It's not checking wearable in here. I think this error might just be fixed if we refresh everything. Just do a Gradle refresh. And we'll clean the project as well. Okay, let's try to run it. If it doesn't work, yeah, no. I don't see why this isn't working. Like, I kind of know why, but... Oh, I see, I see. If you go in assets here in items, you have the different items, and there's this wearable property, but it's not there anymore. So we need to change all the items. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just get it done. Okay, so let's put item type on the side here. That makes sense now. So body, equip type for body is 0. Okay. Boots. For boots is 1. What is his face? That's 6. Gloves is 4. I'm just gonna copy this, it'll make stuff faster. Hair 7. Now it should work. Okay, wait a little bit. Ah, no, I waited. I have to wait a little longer. Whoa, it looks like the... Okay, maybe it's just I set my resolution really low on my YouTube display for the stream, but it looks super low res. So let's try to put stuff where we're not allowed to. Oh, see? We can't put it there. Can't put it here. Can't put it there. Okay. But there's a little bug with this. So we can put it anywhere in here when we're not supposed to. So I guess I'll have to fix that. I have to look into it. And there's a little delay because we're not checking this on the client, we're just checking on the server and then updating the client if we see that it's bad. I'd have to look into it a little more. There's something wrong with my logic here, obviously. Anyways, yeah, it's been pretty much 3 hours, I think. I don't know. I want to get exactly 3 hours like the last two streams, but I couldn't, which kind of sucks. So I was a little less motivated today, but sticking with the stream helped a lot. We got quite a bit done. We're very close to being done this inventory system, like for real, and we actually added more than we planned to with all the buffs and the weapon and all that stuff. So it'll be very easy to do all that stuff when we add the combat system, which will be fairly soon. So next stream is Thursday. We're probably going to finish off with this. I'll try to fix that little bug, and then maybe there's a couple other little things we need to do as well. So yeah, we'll finish off with this. Then we'll convert to our database to MongoDB. And I guess that's pretty much all we're going to do Thursday. And then the week after that, we're going to be probably adding some new features. Oh, actually, I have a list of stuff I wanted to do. I wrote down on yesterday's stream. Yeah. We're going to do all that stuff tomorrow. So I think tomorrow's stream will be pretty well packed. I don't know if we'll be able to get everything done, but I think we can. And then, yeah, I think next week we're going to be working on the combat system, so it'll be awesome. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.